Carmela seems to feel trapped in life. Have you ever feel that you were trapped in life? And how do you get out of that feeling?
Have I ever? That's a good question. Well, Carmela first. Carmela did not know, I think, that she was trapped in her life. Kasi she was sincerely, truly in love with her husband. Tapos siya yung iniwan. And she had a daughter na who was in school naman. So biglang mag-isa na lang siya. Best friend niya si Osang. So hindi niya yata na-realize hanggang dinala siya ng inaanak niya dun sa party na yon. Because the whole movie takes place over a weekend. At ang dami nang nangyari. Doon niya nakita, ito palang buhay na syempre, ang hirap naman ipakita lahat ng na-miss niya sa loob ng 2 oras, no? Pero, at lalo na sa isang weekend. Pero, yun yung nangyari sa kanya. Ako,
Ate Shawi, naka-mute ka. You have no audio.
paano nangyari yun?
Yun, ayun na.
Now you hear me?
Yeah, I think your internet is fluctuating lang. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But up to where did you hear? I think yung trap na lang. In real life ako, I think Carmela didn't know she was trapped until kasi in love siya talaga sa asawa niya, tas may anak sila. Until she was happy until iniwan siya. So I think that was when nung dinala siya ng inaanak niya doon sa party, that was when she realized that she had missed out on so much in her life. And thankfully, she was still given another chance with Morph. But in real life, yes, I have felt trapped. I have. And not just once. The first time, yes, I got myself out of it. I didn't want to, but I had to. I won't talk about na lang the other, yeah.
You won't get into the details. Okay po. Understood.
Yeah.
Ang last question ko naman po, how would Revirginize teach people to find the strength to move on and to pursue their dreams?
They will have to watch the movie. Truly. I think you see a lot of it sa Donnell, sa trailer. You will see a lot of it already. Pero pag pinanood yung movie, especially when you hear the last monologue ko, parang voice over na lang, doon nila ma-realize yung baka nga merong mga matouch ang pelikulang ito na hindi nila alam, hindi pa pala huli. Hindi lang sa pag-ibig, sa lahat ng bagay sa buhay na mga siguro dreams silang hindi natupad, mga pangarap na natatakot silang subukang abutin kasi natatakot silang mag-fail. Baka makatulong ang movie na ito kahit paano sa mga nakakaramdam ng ganun.
Salamat po sa mga sagot.
Salamat, Donel, sa tanong and for joining us.
Janelle, maybe Direk can also answer your second question. Can you address also the second question to him?
Yes, Direk, Daryl. Would the movie also teach moving on and pursuing the dreams and other things?
That is the main focus of the film, to actually inspire people not to pause anymore if they want to do something in their lives. Actually, the moving on part was actually ignited by the role of Marco in the film.
Yes.
No, if people will just by looking at the trailer, people will actually say na Marco will make Mega move on because he is the new love. Well, I don't wanna say anything about it, but just like what Shawi said a while ago, you have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because moving on not only with your love life but with the life itself, yun yung tungkol dun ng ang pelikula. So
hindi lang naman love life ang importante,
yes.
di ba? Oo. Some people can live happily alone for the rest of their lives. Pero may mga gusto pa silang i-accomplish na they missed out on when they were younger. Baka maka-inspire to sa kanila.
And now let's call in Kate Adahar of Random Republica. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon po. Miss Sharon, yung question ko kasi nakita natin yung reaction ng netizens sa trailer. Pero curious po ako anong reaction ni Senator Kiko ng mga anak nyo and ng mga best friends nyo po.
Ganyan. Pinagtawanan ako. Si Kiko kasi winarn ko na siya. I said, I have this project, or this is the story. So I'll be cussing here and saying words that you don't hear me say, na mga ganito. So I told him some of the words. Okay. Ganun lang naman yung asawa ko eh. Very supportive yan si Kiko. Kaya nga hindi ko iniiwan eh. Kasi no, we're really, I am in a marriage that we understand each other. We have it's like our family. We have our own language, and we all jive. And I have a very cool husband who's very supportive of my career and is very smart, and that he knows that as an actor, I portray many roles, and it can't be just the same thing over and over and over again, especially at my age. So walang question, nothing. Even when I mention about I might work with this ex of mine, kunyari, soon because blah, blah, blah. Okay. Lang siya. Sana it pushes through na. Parang ganun siya. Yung very supportive, very secure, he's never made me feel na parang di mo pwede gawin yan. Hindi ko kasi kaya rin to live with somebody who will trap me in a cage and say you can't do the things that you want to do, can't be yourself. Because I wanted a family, but I didn't want a dictator of a husband, So I am very bullheaded and strong-willed. I get that from my mom and her side of the family, as well as my father. So I cannot, you can't. I am very meek because I want to be. I am a good wife because I want to be. Mm-hmm. I am grateful because I have a husband who allows me to be myself.
Thank you po.
And my friends and family rin, they're very malawak ang pag-iisip. Yeah, they know acting lang yun. Tawang-tawa sila actually. Parang I have a friend, si Ricky May ba yung nagsama, it's about time. Something like that. So, nakakatuwa lang.
And thank you. And for my second question, sinabi niyo po kasi kanina na tinapangan niyo sa pelikulang ito. Ano po bukod dun sa body shot, yung kinoconsider niyong mahirap?
Yung buong sequence na yon pag napanood nyo, at yung mga dialogue dun sa nawala sa trailer at nasa trailer, may ibang mga usap. Tsaka yung, alam mo, actually, nanibago ako. Doon talaga sa setup. Talaga bang ganito yung mag-party yung ibang mga kabataan ngayon? Dahil wild. Ayoko naman maging impression ng mundo ng Pilipinas ganun mag-party lagi, di ba? But of course, there are people that go all out like that. But there's a scene in the movie na nakakatawa, nakaka-touch. Little touches ni Direk Daryl na gano'n. Bigla may enter, afterwards, naglilinis sila. May makikita kayo doon na, iba. Sa kanila parang lang yun. Pag-vent, pagle-let out ng lahat ng problema, sama ng loob. Kailangan ilabas nila kahit magpaka-wild sila. Nagkakaintindihan silang lahat na ganun. And hindi naman sa gusto kong sumali, pero in the end, naintindihan ko kasi maiintindihan nyo sa pelikula bakit. Dahil hindi naman pala sila mga ganyan. Yung parang, that was in the movie, yun yung way nila ng pag-release ng frustrations, sama ng loob, problema. Tapos, balik sa normal na buhay. So,
thanks, Kate.
Congratulations. Thanks, Giselle.
Thank you, Kate. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Kate.
Before we call Dave Achondo of Mindanao Gold Star, I'd like to ask Marco Gumabaw. Marco, there's a question here. You said kanina nag-scrub ka 3 times. Kung hindi ba si Sharon Cuneta, hindi ka mag-scrub ng 3 times. 1 time.
Okay,
1 time lang ka? Ganon.
Kay Ann Curtis, 6 times ka, no?
Grabe
Pawi.
naman. Siguro pag sa iba, mga one time lang, ganyan. Siya, mga minimum of 3 times. Of course, you have...
Totoo yun? Totoo yun? Or OA?
Okay lang po yun.
Joke lang
Pero
yan ni Pawi.
honestly po, I also didn't know na we were gonna do a body shot.
I didn't know either.
Diba? Talagang, ginulat talaga kami ni Direk. So, what
Nagulat
happened?
din ako, ano ba kayo?
Ginulat talaga kami. We were caught off guard for that scene. Pero, nakakatawa because, ayun nga, I was
Kapag,
watching the scene.
kapag sinabi ko yung body shot sa meeting natin, hindi mangyayari yon. Pag sa shoot na,
Alam mo.
wala na yung mga handler nyo dun eh. Kaya,
Ako ang handler ko, sarili ko. Pag
Saka
sinabi
Direk,
ni
we made
Nancy,
sure na 5 a.m. na yung scene natin na yun. So, tulog na lahat ng mga handlers, tulog lahat ng mga magbabantay.
yes.
wala na kaming choice. Tsaka pwede naman kaming humindi. Pero it was part of the part ng ano yun nung montage na, halos montage, na hindi kompleto kung wala rin. Oo. It made
So,
it,
Ate Shawi, hindi pala siya nag-scrub. Diba? Hindi pala siya nag-scrub. So, maalat ba o mabaho ba?
May salt kasi. So, natural na maalat talaga.
napakabango niyan.
Salt.
May salt kasi talaga. Nagpaturo pa ako, paano nga to, nalimot ko to, ginagawa ng mga kaibigan ko to noon eh. Paano, anino una? Hindi ko na alam. So, si Marco, lahat. Nako, thank you to Marco for that scene. Pawi, thank you so
It was one of the best.
Because I
Thank
could
you.
just pull me na lang sa September. Yun, thank you.
Okay,
Lagi
we'll have
mabango
David
yan.
Cho.
Gwapo.
Lagi mabango. So, hindi siya mabango nun.
Ay, hindi. Wala, hindi pwede sa akin leading man na mabaho.
Buti
Ano
na
ka
lang.
mo? Parang baby?
Baby talaga naman eh.
Oh, baby pa yan. Okay, David Chond of Mindanao Gold Star.
Hello po, good afternoon sa inyo and congrats sa movie niyo po.
Thank you so much, Dave, or David. Dave?
Dave.
For Marco yung question. Marco, ano mensahe niyo po sa mga bashers ninyo sa movie na to, lalo na po kay Ma'am Sharon?
So, of course, yung message ko for the bashers of the movie, of course. Syempre, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So, of course, i-respetuhin namin if ever kung yun yung opinion nila para sa movie namin. But for me, before you bash us or before you say bad stuff about our film, I think it's best if you watch it first. Kasi parang, syempre, based on the trailer, parang it's all partying, it's all having fun, ganyan. But if you really watch the whole film, makikita nyo may lesson sa dulo. Especially yung scene namin ni Miss Sharon na sa dulo, basta.
Yeah.
So that scene, I think that was one of the best scenes of the movie kasi siya talaga yung naging turning point for the character of Miss Sharon. So, yeah, before you judge, I think it's best to
Tsaka
really watch the film first.
that was the premise of the film. That was the story. So, nagkataon lang kaming kinast, ako at si Marco. And because nga, mas matanda yung babae at mas bata yung lalaki, di kami napili. Pwede namang ibang napiling artistang babaeng older, pwede rin younger na ibang artista na lalaki. Sa amin napunta yung role. So, expected na yun. Wala naman akong movie na hindi binash. Pero kukunti lang yung binash na hindi kumita. Halos lahat naman kumita. So, okay lang. Mambash
Ganda pa
lang ang
kita.
bash.
Magandang
Kami
kita.
masaya.
Ah,
That's part of it.
Yes.
That's part. We respect. We can all live peacefully, respecting each other's opinions without necessarily having to accept their opinions. Because if they have their own opinions, so do we. So that's fine. Yeah, it's part of it.
Okay. Ito po yung second question ko kasi natanong na kasi yung about kang Senator Kiko kasi. Pero may na-mention ka po na parang you're open to working with your ex. On a romantic level po, on a romantic movie ba yun?
Yes.
Are you
of
open
course.
working with your ex on a romantic movie?
Yes. Which ex? Which ex? I've worked with my exes in
Let's
romantic.
say, kay Sir Gabby Concepcion.
Oh, Gabby would be probably if I have made romantic movies with my other exes, my movie with Gabby, kung matuloy, any movie with Gabby will be accepted, even if it turns out to be the most romantic in terms of scenes, because we were once married. So people would be more, I don't know why, they would be more accepting of that, I think. And I'm ready 100% to work with Gabby again. Wala namang kaming bad blood, and no matter what we do, no matter what we say or don't say about each other, he'll always be Casey's father. We were a family once too, and I carried his name once, and he will always be connected because of our daughter. So might as well have a good friendship. And I'm very happy that he's happy with his life now, his marriage, his family. And I'm happy being married to Kiko and having my family. And our daughter has grown up into a responsible adult, so a successful one at that. So, I think a good friendship, to have and maintain a good friendship with Gabby would be very, very good, not just for the two of us, but for Casey as well. But also, I know, because I started in showbiz with Gabby, in the movies with Gabby. I know that we have a following that grew up with us. I know that probably although I've had some bigger hits with like Robin and Richard than some Gabby movies. Kasi nag-stop diba, yung pag-prepare sa amin. I think a lot of people are waiting for that reunion movie, and I'm one of those people. So I just hope before I retire that we are able to come up with a movie. Maybe even do concerts. I don't know, because he does concerts. We can do so much together still, We are still Sharon and Gabby. So, that's nandiyan na yun. I think that will be in the history books, in the annals of Philippine movie history. So, I do not want that to be erased. I'm proud of that team up. And I'm glad that I'm glad that although our marriage didn't work out, that what happened, because it started out with very real love. And that's why we had a baby and a family. So even if it didn't end well, it started out well. And to me, it was real. I know it was real. That's important. I unfortunately cannot say I'm sure about that with some other people I've fallen in love with who are also in the business. Not some, maybe one or two. But with Gabby, at least I know in the beginning it was real, very real. We were just too young. Yeah. So I'd love to do movies with him again. It wouldn't be a problem. We're both very happy, married and settled. So I hope mawala na yung mga intriga. Hindi naman kailangan.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you, Dave.
Congratulations,
So much for your question. Thank you so much, Dave. I hope you enjoy the movie.
Thank you,
All right, so let's have Eugene Assis. He's so excited to ask you, Ate Chowie.
Kuya Yun.
Eugene, where are you? Ayun.
Sorry.
There.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hi,
How
hi.
no, see, just
Miss you very
ang
much.
tagal ng COVID na to. Hindi tayo magkita in person. Okay.
Oo nga. Oo nga. Anyway, kanina parang nabitin ako dun sa kwento mo about yung sa Hollywood, yung sa US, and nabanggit mo si Casey dun sa last question. Could you share to us kung ano lang yung pwede mong i-share about yung naging bonding yun ni Casey and yung reaction niya about this movie?
You know what?
Yung role
It's
mo sa
funny because
movie.
she's in LA now. Nauna ako ng matagal. Pero LA is a very, very, very big city. There are counties. And she was in LA County and I was outside. And she was busy and I was busy, so hindi kami nagkita. And nung dumating siya, halos paalis na ako. So, hindi kami nakita. Ganun kalaki at maraming, ganun kaano. Pero before I went to the States to lick my wounds because I lost the movie, Casey knew because we kind of have the same manager who has been a producer also for 20 years. She's Phil Am. And so Casey knew. And she felt very, very bad for me because she was so proud. She knew about the project. Excuse me, and she was so proud that I was able to get it, the part. And then just like that, parang aalis na ako bukas. Biglang hawak ko na, biglang may kumuhang ibon, nilipad. So parang ganon. It was really a misdiagnosis. Na false positive ako ng lab na yon. At gusto ko lang linawin, I respect the frontliners. Ang masakit, alam mo ba, yung nag-test sa akin that day, dalawa sila na babae, na nurses. I prayed for them pa. We prayed together kasi sabi ko, nakakaawa naman kayo. I feel so bad that you have to go to people and to companies na you're risking na baka mahawa kayo kahit anong ingat ninyo. So we prayed together pa before they left. So it's really not the fault of those nurses, those very nice nurses na kumuha nag-swab sa akin. But I think the lab has to really, that lab, you know who you are. You start with an S. And it's not Singapore Diagnostics because they're good. It's not. It starts with an S. But please check your equipment. Double check because you made 1, 2, 4 mistakes with me and my people here. Me, Peachy, who was supposed to come with me, and then my yaya and my masahista. Because we all got swabbed again by ako 7 times, si Peachy 5, all negative. And we never got sick. So I think it's the equipment in the lab. Please check your equipment because it might affect people. Mas-stress ka. Like si Peachy, may diabetes yung asawa. So she was so careful. She was so scared. Baka magkasakit ka dahil sa stress. Diba? Tapos nawala yung opportunity ko na hindi ko naman mabibili, na hindi na mababalik kasi may timetable sila. So it was very painful to accept na syempre bilang tao lang, iki-question mo si God for a while, pero na-remind ko lang yung sarili ko na nakakatawa nga na just kasi 55 years kong tao sa mundo, ang dami kong naging questions kay Lord na mamaya-maya, pag sinasagot niya, ang ganda ng sagot. So, sabi ko, you've never let me down. Like now, may pinagdadaanan ako sobra. I found out lang lately na a nephew of mine died, son of my half-sister, one of my half-sisters who's close to me, na tapos namatay yung impersonator kung mahal ko na favorite ko yung official, si Ate Shawi. And then there are others na mahal ko na may sakit. So, when I was in the States, talagang nag-radio silence ako about the Philippines. I had a US phone, ang may alam lang ng number na yon, mga 10 tao kasama ang asawa ko, syempre, at yung team ko dito, at yung, kung may importante, it was mostly for the use of my team in the States. So, I was really, I kind of talagang was avoiding anything about the Philippines. So I got all this news. Everybody was not allowed to tell me what was happening here except for my family's health. Siyempre, yung pagpamilya ko na kung ano nangyayari. Pero yung nangyayari sa Pilipinas, except for sa nangyayari sa Delta virus, dahil kumusta ng COVID dyan, siyempre you're concerned because your family and your friends are here. Yun lang ang alam ko. Pero hindi ko alam hindi ko binabasa yung messages ko sa phone ko, pati emails ko. Ang dami kong na-miss na emails na importante na yung iba pala pwede kong pinagkakitaan. So, hindi ako nag-check unless sinasabi sa akin ni Kiko, I sent you this, or someone, my managers would send me something and say, I sent you an email. I was very guarded and nagpo-post lang ako sa IG at sa FB. Tapos minsan sasagot ako, tapos off na. Parang off na. I just wanted to not lose touch with my Sharonians. Pero the rest of it, ganon. So, yun. Sorry, nawala yata ako sa question mo.
Anyway, you were talking about the Jockey project, right? Was that it?
Yes.
Okay.
I was one of the only two female leads.
Wow.
I was Yeah, and I got that role. And it was actually just it was offered to me. And and then it was I was so proud because it's the first all Filipino cast. All alam mo, ako lang yung artistang ililipad from the Philippines. Ang buong cast Filipino pero Phil-Ams or Phil-Canadians na. So they were all I was the only one, and we would Zoom with the director, with Joko, and I can't.
With my namesake, si Eugene Cordero, I heard.
Eugene, yes, I Zoomed with Eugene because we were talking to the location coordinator, the travel coordinator. We were given our packets, we were ready, all that. Today, and kunyari ngayon, Zoom kami. 5 minutes after I got the call from my assistant, ma'am, di kayo makakaalis bukas kasi nag-positive kayo.
Wow.
Ah? What? Wala man ako sipon. So, yun pala, 7 times negative after that. So maybe it wasn't meant for me, but it's a great movie. I hope you watch it. Jokoy is really, his book sold out on pre-orders pa lang sa Amazon, and I was reading it and it was really so funny. Also tells us of his story talaga and how he became who he is now. He's a very big star in America now. He's going to have his own sitcom, his own show. And aren't you proud na this the first all Filipino movie, kahit sabi mo pang may Phil-Ams at Phil-Canadians na involved, is being backed by Amblin Partners, which of course, whose boss is of course Mr. Steven Spielberg. So, and Dan Lin of Aladdin, and these were our bosses.
Yes.
And I lost it. It's okay. It's okay. God has other plans. Yeah. He
You
gave
get
me
better projects.
whatever he gives me, I will accept. He's given me so much. Too many blessings, yeah. He gave me The Virgin Eyes, may not be a Spielberg movie, but it's a movie that I'm proud of. And when you're an actor, you can be proud of making mura or saying words that you don't usually say on screen. Di ba, Kuya Eugene, kaya kayang artista, di ba? Parang si Ate Picon, teeny bopper, tapos gumawa ng Baby China. Di ba? I mean, ganun lang yan eh. Like Miss Hilda Coronel, one of my idols also. Yung Angela Mercado. Pero kilala siya talagang respetadong dramatic actress. Si Ate Lorna rin, di ba? I mean, wala kang matatapon sa mga yan. Si Ate Guy din, di ba? Maraming ginawa yan. Yung Banawe, merong, ang tomboy at ako. Yung mga ganun, pero kilala sila at nire-respetong artista. So, iba-ibang roles talaga pag artista
You
ka.
get bolder projects after this?
Oh, it will depend. Bolder, maybe not physically.
Yeah.
Unless I fit, yeah. Or unless I can do a decent love scene and I have a great body, I wouldn't mind showing it off. If I could wear, seriously, if at 55 or my 50s, I could wear a 2-piece decently or do a love scene wearing a 2-piece looking set of lingerie, I would be so proud of myself because I would be carrying the flag for, people my age, women my age who have lost hope and think na pag 50 ka kailangan naka-duster ka na lang at magpalaki ka ng bilbil. Hindi na uso yun ngayon. Sila Nicole Kidman or what? She's a year younger than me. Julie Roberts is in her 50s. Meg Ryan is in her 50s. So many actresses are if you watch any movie ng mga kilala mong artistang babae sa Amerika, nalilimot mo na they're in their 50s and it doesn't matter really. You watch like Sex and the City or you watch Real Housewives of whatever city, makikita mo they're all in their 50s, 40s and 50s. I mean, hindi na uso yung pag 50 ka, kailangan di ka na nagmamaungat ng t-shirt. Hindi na uso yun. Hindi pwedeng mukha ka na lang, namamaypay ka na lang na naka-duster kung gusto mo, di ba? I mean, kung gusto mo, okay lang. Pero kung hindi kailangan na yun lang. There are options now, di ba? So, I mean, why not age gracefully as well as you can, And
Thank you
kung
very
kaya mo pagawa kahit plastic surgery, I have nothing against it. Although I haven't done anything to it. It's all the same. You see, I still have my eye bags and my nose is the same and I still have wrinkles. So,
Hindi mo kailangan.
Hindi pa. Pero nag-iipon ako. Kasi kung gusto ko magmukhang leading lady. Pero ayoko naman magmukhang 30 pag 70 na ako. Napaka-abnormal.
Huwag mo nang gayahin si
Thanks,
Sharon.
Eugene.
Higit sa lahat.
Thanks.
Higit sa lahat,
Oh,
kuya.
medyo
Ayoko
mahaba.
bisugo. Love you. Miss you, kuya.
Thank you very much. I miss
Okay.
you. Thank you. Thanks
I
very
miss
much.
you. Sorry pag Giselle, napapahaba